5 seconds to go. Start. My friend is here. You were also there. We were partners at that time, and that is not the issue. About 120 RCC houses were built. I told my son, what is the use when they have no source to have a decent living and to have 2 square meals a day? Then what the people would be doing with those RCC buildings? Therefore, I told him that he should give 2 milking cows at least, so that they would have about 30 liters of milk per day, which they could sell at rupees 15 per liter. That way they would have some source of living. You are spending money on various schemes. What Shri Rajiv Gandhi said about 25 years back. I want to repeat that out of every rupee spent, only 16 paise reaches the beneficiary. We all have come from the rural areas. How are we wasting the money? Has anybody asked for 35 kilograms of rice? Is that rice going to be used by the beneficiary? It has become a competition. If one party says give 25 kilos, another party says give 35 kilos. What for? If a family has got 2 members, are they going to use it? They will rather sell it in the open market. The government shopkeeper will collect the card. During our own period, we have brought this PDS card for 36 crore people who were below the poverty line. We had taken that decision when the United Front government was there. So many things are there. Please call all the leaders. Let us all sit together and we will give our views. You have formed several ministerial groups. How many ministerial groups have you formed in the last 7 years? You have formed more than 45 ministerial groups. What is the remedy? At least people like us who have come from the rural areas will throw some light on this. If you want to pick up those points, you can pick up, otherwise, you can leave it at that stage. Let our friends understand that despite what appeared in almost all the electronic and the print media, your high command was not able to touch one person. Why? I am not going to blame all these leaders who are sitting in the front row. Ultimately, what is going to happen? They must understand the thing. Madam Speaker, I would like to share with the House information on the efforts undertaken by my ministry to assist Indians entrapped in recent crisis situations abroad. The honorable members of parliament are aware of the recent changes in Egypt. Upon request of the Indian community in Egypt, 3 special flights were arranged by Air India, which carried around 670 Indians from Cairo to Mumbai. This was not evacuation, and government only facilitated arrangement of the special flights of Air India to Cairo, which brought back Indians desirous of returning to India. Libya, Yemen, and Bahrain are witnessing violent political protests. In these countries, there is a significant Indian community, most of whom have gone there to earn their livelihood and have been contributing to the growth and development of the host country. The governments of these countries have also acknowledged this fact. There are around 18,000 Indians in Libya, 14,000 in Yemen, and over 350,000 in Bahrain who are reportedly safe. Our embassies have been in close and regular contact with the Indian community. I have personally been in touch with our ambassadors in these countries and have conveyed that all measures should be taken for the safety and welfare of our nationals there. The ministry and our embassies concerned have set up round the clock helplines. We also held interministerial meetings to take stock of the situation in the region, its impact on Indian and Indian origin community in the region, and contingency plans required for them. We are putting in place for possible evacuation by land, air, and sea from Libya. We have also issued travel advisories for our nationals to avoid non-essential travel to Bahrain, Yemen, and Libya. We will continue to closely monitor these countries. Madam Speaker, on the issue of safety and security of Indian fishermen in waters between India and Sri Lanka, allow me to reiterate at the outset that the welfare, safety, and security of our fishermen have always received the highest priority by government. Honorable members are aware of the two tragic incidents in January this year in the waters between India and Sri Lanka, which resulted in the death of two of our fishermen. The first fisherman was killed after being allegedly fired at by the Sri Lankan Navy, and the second died after being allegedly strangled on the seas. As soon as the news of the deaths was received, stop.